Hi FlossTube, Janelle here with Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, and I don't know if I'm on track or not. I knew I was gonna come back like the end of the month before I'm pretty sure before the retreat that I go on. So here I am. Anyways, it was a good stopping point, a good, little different swap over of the projects that I've been working on. I know last time when I came at you, I was working on my Poltergeist Pirates a lot. And this guy here, Glendon Place Poltergeist Pirates. And being that September 19th was the official Talk Like a Pirate Day, I devoted my entire September to the pirates. So I thought, I'm just hopping right into it. I'm pretty impressed with myself, and I found that I can be a monogamous stitcher, but I can get really sick of doing the same project for a long time. So needless to say, I'll do it once in a while, but not all the time. How's that? If you haven't been to my channel before, welcome. This is a channel about cross stitch and yarn stuff, and eventually I'm going to get some sewing and quilting in there. I just haven't made it up to my sewing room this month because I have not made it out of my stitchy chair, and when you guys see my progress, you're going to know why. I've been using my Markup XP, that guy. I found satisfaction in it's one of those magnifying lamps, but instead of having it be this big, it's like this big. So I was actually able to stitch pleasantly sitting in my chair with my Lowry stand and my big magnifier light, and I was happy. So let me tell you a little story. Let's see, let me go to my info here. My journey with my Poltergeist Pirates started up again on August 26th. So from August 26th through yesterday, September 29th, I stitched every day except for September 25th. There was one Wednesday that I did not stitch. I'm pretty sure that's the Wednesday I was with my mom for quite some time. So, or I don't know, maybe, who knows. But I have stitches every single day. And I'm just totally happy. Last time I came to you guys, I was at 7.23% or I wonder. So 2 weeks ago was probably the 13th, 14th, or 15th. I wonder if I can see a percentage. No, it just tells me each day. So that's not what I want to see. Anyways, okay. So I was like 7 point something percent. And I don't know if I have a picture or not. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, but it doesn't matter because I am now, oops, let me go back to the other screen. Like I said, I'm still learning this whole rigmarole of stuff. I am officially at 40.34%. I stitched an average from the 26th or whatever through yesterday. It was actually over 1% a day. So I am so flippin' pleased with myself. And like I said, it shows that I could be a monogamous stitcher, even though I will probably get sick of it after 30 days. And here, we need to have something in the back because this is see-through fabric. This is on the called for fabric, and it's Bang 28 count by, who's it by? It's by the person that made it. I'll find it in a second. I even ironed this for you guys, and I'm not an ironer. Look at that. I am at 40 point, what did I say, 40.34%. Okay, let's, hang on. Let's adjust this a little bit. There. Isn't that great? So I have about almost 6 pages. So in the pattern itself, it only is like, I think it's only like, I don't know, it's built into sections, but somebody was nice enough and charted it into Markup XP for us, that all of us that were part of this Stitch Along group before. And so we've been able to do it in like Pattern Keeper, Markup XP, and that's what I'm using. And I have, out of that, I have almost 6 page finishes. So all I have left on that last page is fill in here, and that gets filled in with, if you can tell, maybe you can't tell, but this little ghost guy right here is it's one of the treasure braids. So I need to fill that in with a treasure braid. And then the other thing that I did not complete is over on this side, there's like this little ghost flying in, and I decided not to do that ghost flying in. I decided I would wait, and I just wanted to end with motifs. So basically what I have is, I have like a row down on the left-hand side here, and then all across the bottom. So, which is 5 pages across, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to say approximately 7 pages, because some of those pages, a couple of those pages only have like 10 stitches on them. So, but 40%, you guys. Ah, so excited. So yeah, there we are. I am going to take it with me so I can show my friend Debbie the progress I've made on it. And I decided that I'm making this for I'm going to give it to my grandson. So I'm very intrigued and excited about it. So yeah, very, very fun. All right, there's that. That is like the majority of my progress this month, because as you can tell, I really didn't take time to work on much of anything else. So, all right, let's see. I did do a little bit of knitting. I worked on now I don't know. Oh, I was going to do the, I'm doing a knit along kind of a deal. We met for 2 different times at the yarn shop, and this was the the Cross Keys cowl by Narrow Path Designs. So that is the cowl that I'm working on, and I am using, it's a cotton, it's Nifty Cotton, and it is Effects. There's Nifty Cotton Effects and Nifty Cotton, and the Effects is the spotted one, and this is the regular. So it's a nice charcoaly color, and I didn't get real far with this, but I got far enough. I got section 1 done, so or I'm like right on the last part of section 1. So I wanted to do this because it's kind of like gives me haunted vibes, and I wanted to do something kind of haunted-y for Halloween, for October. So this will be probably one of my main things I knit on in October. Let's see, the other things, I did not work on this anymore. This is my sock head hat for Jennifer out of this. And then I also have, oh, I did work a little bit more on my brioche hat. We don't want to zip the yarn in there. And here's my brioche hat. This is I think it's an Andrea Mowry. Harlow Flip is the name of the pattern that I'm using to kind of to get my number count for. I'm just doing a basic slouchy beanie and out of brioche. So you've got, and so with brioche, it's like almost like a double knit, so it's super thick, and you can see the different colors, and it kind of gives that fish rib kind of effect. So it's going to be completely reversible. That's why it's called the Harlow Flip, because you're supposed to like knit up so far, and then you're supposed to swap the colors around so that you can flip it, or here, so you guys can, so you can have a brim with an effect like that. I'm just gonna knit and make a slouchy hat. If it's too big, we'll flip up a brim. If it's not too big, we'll just wear it like a beanie, and we're putting a pom-pom on it, because just about every hat has to have a pom-pom on it. And I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this before, but bam. And who knows, maybe I use that side of it, or, you know, this pom-pom is just so cool. I just love this. Yeah, this is how you fluff up the pom-poms. You just shake the heck out of them. Isn't that good? It just pulls out that silver. Or if I did it on the reverse side, that would look really super cool too. So either way, this hat is going to look amazing. And I'm having fun with it. And I do have to thank many shout outs to my friend Heather, because my friend Heather helped me. There were a couple of stitches down in the bottom here that were, I messed them up. And I was not going to try to drop down. In regular knitting, I'll drop down, but I was not going to try to drop down with brioche knitting. And she dropped down and fixed those for me. So thank you, Heather. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So that is that. All right, let's see. Other progress. Do I have other progress? I do, but it's going to go with my plans, because I've already started my plans. Let's hop to haul. So I went to a couple of yarn events. One of the yarn events was a lock-in. Actually, no, let's do this one first. This was the birthday weekend. So my friend Denise, her birthday is in September. So was it September we did it? Yeah, September. And the third Thursday of every month, I believe that's the birthday day at Darn It Anyway. And that's the yarn shop in Stillwater. Sorry. I've been sitting on the ground already, so my legs are starting to yell at me, but that's okay. So at the yarn shop, and this was the 15th. So this was like right after, I think like shortly after I filmed the last FlossTube. We got together, and I said, oh, cool, because, you know, I found out my grandbaby is a girl. So I'm like, all right, we gotta find some girl colors, and we gotta find what we're gonna make for the girl. So I found a couple of girl yarns. Not that I didn't have girl yarn already, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I found this amazing yarn, and look, it's muted, but it's not like it's not a super bright color, and it has this teal in it. And I know that is Tasha, my daughter-in-law's favorite color, is that color blue. So I just feel like this is going to be a super fun blanket. And I'm not really sure, wasn't sure at first what I'm going to do for a blanket. I think I've changed my mind, and now I think I want to use this, and I want to make, I made Waylon a diagonal garter stitch blanket. If I have a picture, I'll throw it in here. But that's what I made for Waylon. So I think I want to do the same thing with this yarn, which I might have enough with just one of them. I have to check and see the pattern and how much yarn you're supposed to use and all that. Or maybe I hold it double and I don't know. We'll play with that. It's called Creative Melange Aran Wonder Ball from Rico Design. And this is a colorway. Let's see if there's an actual name. I'm going to call it Muted Pastel. Yeah. But, so there we are. So this is going to be a baby blanket. Unless I find something else to do with it instead. And I made Waylon, remember that cow? There was a blue cow. I'm going to make a pink horse. So I have 3 patterns. It's narrowed down to about 3 patterns to figure out which horse I'm going to do. But this is going to be what I use. This is Babette, and it's called Blusher. It's Miss Babs. And look at this. It's this creamy, pinky with all these little spots in it. And I also have some Juniper Moon Farm Patagona or Organic Merino, and I'm going to call it Pink. I don't know if it has a color name. I'm going to call it Pink. It's a muted down kind of tonal pink in a way, but it looks really good with these 2 together. So these are going to be the colors of the horse that I make, because they have a farm, if I haven't told you that before. And they have a horse named Breeze. So they have cows and they have horses. They have 2 donkeys. They have like mega chickens, 2 geese, and why do I feel like I'm forgetting some animals? I think that's it. Chickens, geese, because the geese protect the chickens. Oh, cats and dogs. There you go. I found a couple of stitch markers at Darn It Anyway. And remember, Darn It Anyway is the place where I got the deviled egg and the cheese and all that. So I got some ice cream cones and some olives. Aren't they fun? I thought those were cool. That's what I got at Darn It Anyway. So then, let's see, let's put those back there. Then my next yarn event that I went to was at Bee Woolen. It was a lock-in, and they have something called the slip stitch blanket. I wonder if there's a picture of it here. There isn't. But if I can find a picture of the slip stitch blanket, I'll throw it in here. I basically made my own kit to make the slip stitch blanket. It's a slip stitch baby blanket, and it's going to be, I wonder if there's like a estimated size. I don't know, but it uses 7 skeins of DK type yarn. And you use a cast on I-cord for it, and then there's an I-cord bind off as well. And it's really cool. And they have all kinds of kits for it also. And I decided that I'm gonna do the slip stitch baby blanket. So I know it's like I bought that and then I decided to do this, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different as well. So these are the colors that I've chosen for the slip stitch baby blanket. And again, I'm using the Nifty Cotton because I started using it and I am absolutely loving knitting with it. And I thought, okay, let's do a cotton blanket this time. So these are the colors. I'm not sure that this is the order they're going to be in, but these are the colors. Again, it's a little muted. I didn't want anything to be too bright, but I wanted it pastel-y. So these are the colors. We have a nice little purple, kind of a gray, a light olivey green, the teal, and then a little pinky mauve going there. And with all of this, you do like a, it almost has like a little like dash kind of throughout the whole thing. So let's see if I can actually hold this up and do this. So this is how it's going to be. So it'll be all the colors plus the dash. There we go. Oh, no, that's not going to work either. All right, so there's all the colors. We got all the colors there, right? Yep, all the colors. And then they're on the dash at the top. So there we are. So that's what I'm going to do for another baby blanket. Let's see. At that lock-in, they gave us a choice of 3 different types of Cascade yarn. It was Woolpaca. It's Kate's favorite yarn. Harbor Freights? Freight Harbor? I don't remember now. And then there was another one, and I decided to take my chances on this Cascade yarn Woolpaca, and this is in the colorway Galaxy. So if you look, it's like purpley, but it's a dark purple, and it has like all these other colors kind of thrown in there. I thought this would make a fun hat, or even some cool stitch marker, or not stitch markers, fingerless mitts. So there we are. So that's what I got for yarn. Oh, and I got some candy at the last lock-in. Thank God that this is not like that donut that I forgot about. So it looks like I'm going to have a little candy tonight. I did buy one other thing. This kind of goes for future plans, but I bought some. It's from Mitchell Wool Company. I signed up for a meet and greet with Mitchell Wool Company. They're coming in the end of October to be woolen. And I got some American Fiber green bean casserole and Farm Friend DK lamb's ear. So I'll make some sort of a hat with this. And I got 2 of them to make sure I had enough, because these are all hand dyed or plant dyed or something like that. And I wanted to make sure that I got colors that were similar. And as you can see, even in here, they might be a little bit off, but I think we'll still be able to make it work. So, but yeah, I couldn't pass up the green bean casserole. So that will be for my last weekend in October session. Okay, what else do we have for... I got some haul from Welcome Stitchery. Let's see here. I saw this on Welcome Wednesday. I got some 18 count Be Stitch Me jack-o'-lantern. And this is, I thought it was good. Oh yeah, that's really true to color. The lighting is good. And then she sent me a cute little Welcome Stitchery little, there's like a little hook here to put it on something. And she always sends some project cards. And I got Cottage Garden The Crow, Little House Needleworks A Frosty Winter. Look at those. Aren't those cute? I love trees. Trees are awesome. This guy was so cute. I have no clue how big this one is. It's called Ghost Pumpkin from La Di Da. 71 by 91. That's not bad. That's really cute. If I need another November stitch, I might pull that out. I got some Snow Pennies by Thistles. I thought these were fun. Just all these cute little snowmen. And these are all 40 by 40. Granted, it's full stitching, but 40 by 40. So 1,600 stitches would be the max. And then I thought this was cool. Kesslin's Witching Hour. And then we got some winter sweater drums. I thought these were super cute too, for Sprouting Lupine. I found out from Feisty Needle that the last of my pre-order market thingies are coming in tomorrow, I think, in the mail. So I should have all of my market stuff, or whatever it's called. I should have all of that stuff the next time I come out to you guys. And she's got a box. So that'll be fun. Okay, let's see. What else do I have for haul? Oh. I don't know if I showed you guys this before or not, but I found it upstairs when I was ironing, and I don't feel like I showed it to you guys. I feel like I just saw the box and threw the box away and called it done. But I finally ordered my Chantel's 141. And what I ordered was trying to do it so you guys can see the picture without all the extra stuff so the hanging signpost. So that's what I ordered, and this is what I got. It's a do-it-yourself kind of thing, and it's a lot taller than what I actually expected it to be. So this is as tall as it is. So there's going to be this base here that goes underneath to hold it up, and then this sign will hang from right there. But what I'm putting on it is this. I believe this was called Riding Lessons or something like that, by Silver Creek Sampler. So I hope it's not too small. I think it'll be good. It's just kind of looking, I'm gonna flip it over like that. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. So we'll center it on there and make it all good, and maybe we'll embellish it up a bit. But yeah, I'll paint it and put it all together, and there we are. I'll be able to finish something if I get upstairs in my sewing room, right? So there's that. And then I also got a dough bowl. This is a mini dough bowl, and they have black, it's a matte black. So I'm gonna put this out, and it fits with a lot of my decor and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you the pictures, but I had all of my bee stuff out. So right now my house is decorated like August to September. I like to put out like the bee stuff. So so here are a few pictures of some of my bee stuff that I had sitting out and decorated with. I'm going to a Floss Friends retreat this weekend, so I'm gearing up to get ready for that. And when I get back from that, I will take all that bee stuff down, and then I'll decorate for Halloween. So we'll have Halloween up for the month, for most of the month. Yeah. All right. So something else fun that I did this last weekend. This last weekend was actually kind of a fun weekend. My husband and I went to the Minnesota Renaissance Fair on Lords and Ladies Shopping Day, which is the Friday of the final weekend. So that was good. We got like a free bottle of wine and this, and then we would get 15% off anything that we purchased. So that was pretty cool. We got a nice big turkey drumstick. We saw some comedians, some jugglers. We saw Puke and Snot. Puke and Snot have been at the Renaissance Fair for many years. It's these two guys who just are funny. They have these jokes. I don't know where I put it, but I saw the Tortuga Twins. They are funny. And then who else? I feel like we saw 4 shows, but I can't think of all of them. We walked through the Mermaid Cove. We did not walk through the Fairy Garden Forest because when I go, oh, let's go through here, my husband goes, no. I'm like, come on. He's like, no. And I'm like, fine. Okay, so we kept on walking, and I said, well, if we find the mermaids, I want to walk through the mermaids at least. And so it took us a little bit to find the mermaids, but because we didn't go through the fairy forest, he made sure we got to see the mermaids. So, oh, we saw jousting. That was really fun. That was the other show we sat for. So it was a really good day. It was a lot of fun. Okay, I think that is all of the stuff that, oh, I did get one more thing here. And this I'm gearing up because I've got a couple more retreats that I'm going to this year. So I'm going this weekend. I'm going to Floss Friends, which is down in Iowa, in Osage, Iowa, at Stitchery Nook. And Janice and Mary are two people that put that retreat on, and I'm super excited for it. And then at the beginning of November, I was gonna say February, November, I'm going to Stitching in the Smokies in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we're gonna go see Dollywood also. So I'm very, very happy. So the Athena Stitching Goddess Designs was the person that, here is her card. She's the one that did all of the t-shirts and sweatshirts and everything like that, the design for Stacy's It's Thread the Needle Stitchery for her retreat. And here's the QR code. And you know, if it wasn't for Athena, I wouldn't have my stitching wardrobe that I do have. So she sends a little thank you card, and she sent a couple little stickers as well. So, and this is, I got a sweatshirt, a hoodie sweatshirt, and I like these sweatshirts because they're a lightweight one. But yeah, Stitching in the Smokies 2025, and I got a little silver, ooh, I tipped over my water. That wouldn't be good. What's it say? Where the mountains meet the thread. So yeah, so excited for that as well. So there is that. Okay, now we can go into some plans. So if I hadn't said it before, I'm going to Floss Friends, a retreat this weekend. Can you tell I'm kind of excited? I've just, even though I've had some really good weekends, I just feel like you need another little breakaway. So what I did this earlier day, before I sat down, first I sat down and I pulled out all of my Halloween stitching, because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna bring my Halloween stitching with me, and I'm gonna see what I've got. And I went through and found that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Halloween whips, which I was surprised because I thought for sure I had 10, or at least 10. But I must have gotten some of them done, but I know that I kind of revamped a little bit of my stuff this last year. So I have 7 whips for Halloween. Now I know I'm going to have 3 starts for sure. So what I decided when I went through my Halloween stuff, I'm like, I don't know which ones to bring. I decided I'm going to let Halloween sit. So all of my Halloween whips are going to sit this weekend. They're not coming with me. They're not being punished or anything like that. But I am going to make this weekend of new starts. So in October, I had planned, in September, the September month, I had a couple other items kind of hanging out to the side there to work on if I got bored with the pirates. Well, I didn't get bored with the pirates until yesterday. Yesterday's when I was feeling like, are they done yet? So I put the pirates away yesterday, and now I'm going to look at these other projects that I had sitting out and new starts. So these are my goals this weekend. I am going to, well, okay. As I was pulling everything out and grabbed everything, I got distracted. So I decided, you know what? Let me start this one now. So I sat down and started stitching already, even though I'm like, okay, it's going to come with me. But I'm like, all right. What I'm doing is, this is the one that I'm doing for my son. And it's this Needle Bling design here. And it's called This Is Us. And then there's also this longitude and latitude that I have in a just cross stitch of June 2021 magazine. lat long dot, no, that's the, who is this by? Barbie Law, Laux, of Twisted Willow Designs. So I am going to do the latitude, longitude numbers along with This Is Us. I was going to do something with home. I was going to put this in the middle there, but I decided not to do that. I don't want to, I don't know how I'm going to do this all yet, but I know I'm doing this part of it right first, and then I'm going to add the latitude and longitude to it. And here is what I started. I already have the O. I got the O done. So right in the middle, I did a center start. And I'm using all 310 for this. This is 66 by 190. So if that gives you any idea, and I'm using, I've got all these things spattered all over the place. Is this 18? No, 16 count Ada Harvest Moon by Forbidden Fiber Co. So that is what I'm doing, and I've already started it. So that's what I'm going to work on tonight probably. So I will bring that with me as well and work on that because I really want to get that done and give it to him for Christmas. I am going to bring along my Bent Creek row, Trick or Treat row, Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet. And I'm doing this on 10 count. So this is 10 count. This is Norden Crafts Tula, and the color is RR10. It's this really fun, like pumpkin-y orange color. And these are, let's see, let's lay this out so it looks really cool, shall we? Got a couple of sweet potatoes. I only need to put one out at a time. Onyx. Oh, there's a lot more colors in this one than I thought. Bark and onyx. Okay, so let me spin it around. Right round, baby. And here is the colors that I'm going to use for it. So it's Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet. Shift that down. Don't look at that part. Yeah, there we go. Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet. There we go. And again, this kind of gives you an idea of all the different colors. So there we are. And yes, we did our own little conversion. Debbie and I, these are like one of 10 that we have kitted up to work on. I don't know if she's got as many as I do kitted up. I thought she did though. But yeah, so I have 2 of them done. So this will be my 3rd one. And I finished the other one when I was at a retreat. So hopefully maybe I'll be able to finish this one at the retreat too. This is only a 2-day retreat. So, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. All right. The other start. So that was 2 starts. The other start I have is the one I got from camp. It's a Halloween start. Oh, I forgot to dig one out. Okay, we gotta go digging a little bit soon. This one is one that I bought together with Jennifer, the Frog Stitcher. We got this when we were at camp. This is Rosie and me. And I filed it away, put it where it belongs, and I forgot to start it. So, Jennifer, I've got this out, and I am starting it, and I'm starting this on, I don't know if this is hand-dyed or what, but this is fabric that was on the free table at camp, so that's cool. And then I have all of my colors here. So it's all kitted up, all ready to go. And I even have my buttons for it. So I got it all. Got it all. And I got that stuff when I was at, in Amory at Black Cat Stitchery, which brings me to my next start. Gosh, let's see if I can find that really quick. I'm sure I just put it over here somewhere. That's not it, but I'm real close. Here it is. Found it. So this one is called Witch's Tutu, and this is Needle Bling Designs. And there's this cute little tutu there with the feet, and I have all the floss for it already. And I pre-ordered their purple that they have, and I'm gonna do it on that purple. So I think I'm gonna see Teresa at the Floss Friends retreat this weekend. So hopefully, she said she'd bring my stuff down there. So that would be amazing. So that's 4 starts. And the 5th start is, now let's see here. Okay, so what I've got here is I did a little floss toss for, let's see if I can find it. I should have it in my email. Nope, that's not email. It is called, let's see. No, it's not it. I think, is it from the Witchy Stitcher? It is. It's called Medicine and Poison from the Witchy Stitcher. And this is what it looks like. And it says, oops, come on back to me. The difference between medicine and poison is the dose. And Quilt Junkie, Jenny, the Quilt Junkie, she was starting this for her birthday. And I'm like, that's really cool. I want to start it too. Well, her birthday passed, but I'm still starting it. And I didn't have actually the colors that it called for. It called for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of DMC, and I don't have those. So I did a floss toss, and I pulled out, I have a Picture This Plus 16 count shale, and this is not showing up. This is not true to color. Hang on, let's see if I get rid of, does that help? It's a little pinkier than what this is looking like. I wonder, okay, hang on, I'll be right back. I'm back. So here we have the Picture This Plus 16 count shale. And this, I did the floss toss. So it's a little pinkier than what you guys what it was showing, but not quite. So just imagine it a little bit pinkier. All right, that was a fun little trip, wasn't it? Okay, so there we go. That is what I've got for my 5 starts. So that will be super fun. So that's what I'm bringing to the retreat to work on. And like this, we're at, whatchamacallit, Stitchery Nook in Osage, Iowa. So if I need something, I definitely won't run out. All right, the rest of my plans for October fall into my October Halloween stitching. So what we've got going on here is, since I'll be starting some of this before I come back, this is something that I got from Luminous Fiber Arts. It's called Sneaky Spooky Spells. And this is the pattern, and it just uses, you know, just a few flosses. I feel like I should have more floss than this, but I've got green and black here. I don't know. I'll have to like look into that because I feel like there should be more floss. There's not though. But I started the cat, and this is the cat and the pumpkin. So I think I need to do a little research and find out what other flosses I need. Apparently I don't have everything together for that one. So there's that one. And this one I started in October of 2022. And it is 18 counts. And it says opulence. So I believe it's, yeah, Luminous Fiber Arts Opulence, 18 count. Okay, so that's one of them. The next one I have is my October 31st. It is the Blackberry Rabbit. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any of the pattern kind of flying around there. Blackberry Rabbit, October 31st, 1693. And I am doing this on 18 count, the called for fabric, which is from Stitchery Express. And I have Happy done at the top with the circle and that spider. So to show you what I need to do, Halloween and the witch. I am really hoping that I can, I know I'm starting 3 new things, but I'm hoping I can finish 4 Halloween stitches that I have. So look at how much stitching I did in September on that pirate ship. And this stuff I don't need the magnifier for, so I should be able to sit out in the other room a little bit more and do it. Okay, this next one is Crochet Go Go, and it is, oh no, I'm sorry, it's not Crochet Go. It's Cory Betta Cory, and I don't know how to say what it is, but it's basically the 6 characters of Halloween. And this is what it is. And I am working on, I believe I'm working on that witch there. And this is on Fiber on a Whim, presenting Lorelei Gilmore. And I'm doing it on whatever count this is. And yeah, here is that one that I've started. And I am going to try to do all of them. I don't know if I'm going to do them as separate. So I want to do, I don't know if I'll do all of them or not. I'm going to keep going and see how it goes, but I want to do them separate. I think at one point I only planned on doing maybe 3 of them. Maybe I'll only do 1 of them. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get closer to finishing one, shall we? All right, so that is 3 of them. All right, this one is Nevermore by Leela Studios. And this one I did my own little conversion on. This one I started at camp. And this is how far I got on it. And I'm doing this, this is a dyed by me fabric. I believe. I'll verify that because I think I wrote, didn't I write down on this one? Yes, I did. Yep, 18 count, hand dyed by me. And I'm breaking out from the colors that are called for, and I'm going more of this tone. So I have more of these like orangey things in there rather than, so I have these oranges and these pink, this like pale pinky color. And there's this like gray, and then all these blacks. I just have a whole collection of different kind of colors. So the other, I believe the other ones have a little bit more of a gray green to them all, where I've got more of these tones that we're going for. So that's pretty much the palette there, because I just have all these different kind of grays and blacks here for the iron work and the different Quakers. So there we are, and here it is next to the fabric as well. So it'll be fun. All right, let's see what we got in the next bag. The next bag, oh, we've got Caterpillar Cross Stitch, Touch of Magic, and this was a Sal. So there's the blurry version, and here is the far, far back away version. And I don't have just a picture of it, just the picture of it. So that's why you get the far, far back away version. I am doing this on another Stitchery Express printed one, and this is 18 count. And I don't remember the name of this. I wonder if it's, oh, it is on here. It is called Cobweb. So I have just a little bit done there, not much. That would be a fun one to have done, because it has a bunch of colors and all of that with it. This is the called for, and then they have the flosses all on the cards there. That's another one I started in October of 2022. So a lot of these are like, I have a lot of things that are like 3 years old. This one is one that's going to be done for sure. This is Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Halloween Wreath. And it came out, it might have come out in October of 2022 again. Oh no, 2023. And I have the first part almost done. So here is the first part of the start of the house. What I want to do is I want to print out and see the rest of it to see if I want to continue with it, or if I just want to be done and do the house. Maybe I can like kind of create some sort of a hill or something like that, and then throw some other bats flying around, or, you know, I don't know what I'll do here, but I want to just maybe finish this house, and that might be it. Because I'm not going to finish it as a pillowcase like it's intended. I don't know. Maybe I'll totally change my mind when I find the final picture. But obviously I didn't make it past clue 1, so. Alright, well that doesn't want to go in the bag very nicely. And this, I forgot to put all the stuff back. I'm slacking. I am slacking. Alright, and then the last Halloween one that I have to work on in October is Hello Halloween by Teresa Kogut. And I started along the top, and I got the whole top border done. Just the one line, but at least I have like the start and the end of it, so at least I'll be able to figure that out. And you know, maybe I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's like, I know I have a lot of fabric here, so we'll work on this more. But this isn't one that I'm excited, or I shouldn't say that I'm driven to finish, because this one I really do want to work on and spend my time and enjoy it. And I feel like I can work on this one throughout the year, even though it's called Hello Halloween. I feel like I can work on it throughout the year because it's just got so many different things to stitch on. So, all right, with that, I'm going to call it a wrap. You saw all of my stuff that I had, and now I need to clean up this mess a little bit, organize a little bit, and start packing for my retreats. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your night and have a great weekend, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Smile, sparkle, shine.